So I made this little doodle, this little colorful doodle, kind of absentmindedly while I was watching Netflix or something, and it kind of struck a happy little nerve with me, and it kind of made me want to make more similar things. Colorful, square, abstract, bold shapes outlined in with black. And so I got back out. I got out what is surely, I don't remember, but it is surely an unimaginable and mind-bogglingly vast fortune worth of Copic markers. I think I have the 24 pack and maybe some gray tones. And just started experimenting, started adventuring, going down some roads a little bit this way, some roads a little bit that way, seeing what happened. I think in this video there's like 4 or 5 drawings, and I did like 6 or 7 total. Like a couple more. The art does change a little bit sometimes when I'm not recording myself. It's just always right there in the back of my mind. It's recording. I'm not sure what changes, and it's not always for the better. Sometimes it's better when I'm recording, sometimes it's worse when I'm recording. But I've definitely gotten better at drawing while recording over the years. Like, when you first start drawing while recording yourself, even though you can edit stuff out and all this stuff, and it's not a big deal, you still get this weird thing in the back of your head, like, oh, I don't want to make a mistake. It's on camera. It's weird. It's easy to get in the back of your own head. But anyways, I like these big squares of color. I did a few different sizes, actually. Sometimes I did an 8-inch square, and sometimes I did little 5-inch squares, or maybe 5.5-inch squares. But I like these because they jump out and punch you right in the face as soon as you see them. And sometimes when I do my little detailed drawings, lots of little lines, wrinkled together, it takes a little minute. You gotta poke your eyes down into it. This pokes out at you, punches you right in the eye, and I don't know. I feel like I just want to go around like stamping these things on stuff, just like all over the place. Like, I don't know. You know how you can get a rubber stamp, and put it on an ink thing, right? What's it called? An ink pad. And then stamp it on a piece of paper. I want a rubber stamp that I can just stamp these things all over everything. I basically want to be able to Control V. I want to Control C it and then Control V it all over everything, anywhere, all over the world. Walls, people's faces, sides of cars, water towers. I know this sounds very vandalistic, but I don't know. It just seems like big, bold squares of just like some shapes and lines, colorful. I like the idea. I don't know why I like it so much, but I do. And I like that they don't take too long to make. They probably, some of my drawings take so long. These, I can just pump them out, feel good about it, do several in a day. You probably don't even need Copic markers for these, because a lot of people use Copic markers because of how nice and all the blending you can get. I just use Copic markers because I have them, I guess. I probably could use Crayolas or any other old thing, because I'm just doing like plain blocks of color, just nothing fancy. I could probably use paint on canvas, or there's more than one ways to skin a cat, as the cruel old saying goes. I'll figure out some other stuff to do, and I usually have a lot of, not only do I have some good ideas when I'm in the shower, but I lay them out in such, I pretty much, every time I take a shower, I see my whole life planned out before me. I see myself getting out of the shower and just doing one long string of productive and successful and healthy and wonderful things right after each other, without end. And I know what each one of those things are. I have them planned. Everything's falling into place. I have no idea. And when I'm in the shower, I can't see why I wouldn't ever do any of this and why it wouldn't happen. And I get out of the shower and I dry off. And little do I know, but as I'm drying off, all of this is slipping away from me. And next thing I know, I'm lying there naked on the bed, just like scrolling through Instagram on the phone for 15 minutes. and it's all gone, and I'm back to my old habits of nothingness, of not getting all those amazing productive things done. I don't go jogging and write a book at the same time somehow, because I probably figured out how to do that while I was in the shower. Some weird huffy puffy, really breathy, audio. I could record myself talking while I run, because I have a lot of really good ideas when I go running. Not that I really go running very often. I have gone running before. I know how to run. So that's good. I can. As far as these color schemes, sometimes I really overthought the color scheme. I would be fingering through all the different markers. Maybe this one, maybe that one. Should they match? Should they contrast? Should they clash? Should they all kind of go together, all right next to each other in the rainbow, in the color wheel? I don't know why the word color phantasm, is that a thing? And sometimes I would think about it for so long trying to pick out colors, and I don't think it really looked that much better than the times where I was just randomly picking colors right after each other. Colors have a way of just kind of doing their own thing, and sometimes it looks good when they match and they get along, and sometimes, I don't know, I don't like it when they match too much because it's a little too comfy and cushy. And it seems too easy and predictable, right? I don't know. I like it when it's a little bit tweaked, a little bit off kilter. But I mean, your color selection says a lot, just as far as the mood. If you blur your eyes a little bit, don't even look at the lines and the way the colors are arranged. Just the colors you choose. It says so much. Colors are powerful. They are, which is why I probably avoid them so much in most of my work, just because they say so much. And I don't want to say some things through color. I just want to concentrate on the line work sometimes. Same reason I don't, give titles to a lot of my pieces, because once you give a title to your drawing, it gives people a place to start from. Once you have a color scheme for your drawings, it gives people a place to start from as far as their mood and how they feel about it as soon as they see it, before they even recognize any shapes. If you draw a person in warm colors, they're going to feel one way about it, as opposed to a person in cool colors, before they even realize what the person is doing. I don't know. It's weird. Colors, it's just a weird, endless, amazing world that I have barely even begun to dip the tip of my tippy toe in. Anyways, thanks for watching, everybody. That's all. I had some things to say. I did. And I think I said other things instead. Well, goodbye.